Hey guys feeling whack, but fucking we ball, let's get this stream.
Ah! Hey dude, how we doing? Happy Friday. Hope y'all are having a good one. Woo! What y'all up to? How's your day been and shit? Ow! You just bought your first PC. Congrats, dude. That's huge. How am I? I'm not doing great today. Surprisingly, my head's been bothering me on and off today, but I'm having moderately concerning chest pain. I tried to nap it off. I was gonna start a stream at 1, and then I was like, wait, I'm hurting. So I took a nap, and I woke up and the pain's still there. So it might be a bad situation. Heart chest pain or lung chest pain? I couldn't tell you. Anxiety? No, I know the difference between anxiety pain and chest pain. I'm 0% anxious. I've just been having a weird pain down here, which is, thank you, lower than the heart for sure, but I don't like it, you know. I've been having chest pain on and off for a month now, and it just fucking sucks. I love having health problems at 24. I'm 24, by the way. Cap, will you thank you? Did I thank you for the 26? I don't remember. Thank you, though. Appreciate you. But since my chest ain't doing right today, I'm thinking I probably shouldn't smoke weed for the time being. Just because, well, just for today. I just don't think it's smart. You know? You're 25 and been dealing with chronic issues since 16? Yeah. This chronic health issue shit at a young age is dead. But I digress. Thank you, Vanessa, for the 23. My old ass. My big, stupid, old, dumb fucking ass. But y'all had a good day? Yeah, y'all gotta smoke for me today. I could roll a joint. I'm just not gonna smoke it. What you think about carts? I don't like carts. Carts aren't for me. I think I'm past the cart age, you know. But everyone's different. You've been wanting to stop smoking because it's fucking your asthma? Yeah. You fucking my asthma. Yep, up top. But I don't really have plans for today, dude. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to stream when I'm constantly in some sort of pain. Yeah, I really apologize. I want to be providing y'all with content, and I know y'all are gonna say, no, dude, it's okay. It's not okay, because I don't want to feel like this. It sucks. It hurts all the time. Arroz con gandules, thank you for the 13. Much love. But hey, we got this hype train rolling. Shit. Chris, it's okay. You don't need to make money. No, that's the thing. If I want to keep going to the hospital or doctors or places, I have to keep streaming in order to have money to do those things, you know. And we talked about this yesterday. It's the evil cycle. Saw a new couples therapist today. Tell me why. She asked me 15 minutes into the session. She looks at me and goes, do you have a learning disability?
Bonjour.
Oh, that's crazy. You can't just ask someone that. Do you? Do you though? Kennedy, thank you for the 15 months. And Big Poppy, thank you for the 3. Streamer University would be at minimum 10 times better if you were there. I would never go to something like that. Some of y'all are relatively new around this community. But if you know me at all, you know that thing is not my thing. I like to turn up. I like to have fun. I don't like to be surrounded by a bunch of 17-year-olds who scream and swear and all jokes. But would I teach? Teach for real? Be a teacher? Or are you talking about Streamer University? I just feel like I'm past that. There's too much drama surrounding that shit. I like to relax. I like to just kick it, you know. Kids these days are trash. Kids. That's not your crowd at all? Well, I mean, friendly reminder. Just because you see me in this 1260 by 2560 frame every day doesn't mean y'all know like who I surround myself with and shit. Used to be a substitute. Word. My mom is a teacher, and she said kids are jackasses nowadays. She was teaching pre-2020, and she said after 2020 everything got worse, which is interesting. There's a conversation to be had about the effects of forced online schooling and what that did to the minds of our youth. But I'm not the right guy for that conversation. I just smoke weed. Shit. Hey. It got worse as someone who experienced it. Yeah, school post 2020. I couldn't tell you. You graduated 2019 and it all went downhill from there. You barely got out in time. You're lucky. You were almost hashtag one of them. Today was your last day of shit job? Hell yeah, dude. Hope good job is better than shit job, you know? I'm gonna roll a joint, but I'm not gonna smoke it. I just wanna participate. Is it okay to fit in? You see Scott McTominay? Yeah, I saw that, the bike. And then Lukaku had a nice little run and scored 2. What a game. What a Serie A. I like Italians when they're not Bastoni, Acerbi. That's really it, you know? Mike, thank you for the 27 months.
My sub beat the 27 club.
People said it wouldn't happen. I was there. I was saying it wasn't gonna happen. But hey, you proved us wrong. You've always been a big Rom defender. Romelu Lukaku? Yeah. I feel like he has had some stinkers, especially on the world stage. But you can't deny he is a very talented footballer. One of the strongest kids of all time. Weak kid. COVID gave you an excuse to enable your anxiety so you didn't go back to in-person school after. That makes sense. I feel like that's not too uncommon of a thing that happened post 2021-ish. When did they reopen schools? When? I don't remember. I wasn't in school. I dropped out right before COVID. Chocolate Boy, thank you for the 17. Like 2021. Was it like beginning of the year 2021? Or end of the year or middle year? Gen Z nihilism is next level. Elaborate on that. Because nothing here that's been said is nihilistic, I'd argue. I feel like it's all been pretty chill. Ah, fuck, man.
Happy Friday.
This can't be good. This can't be right. Thank you, smart guy Chris, for the 6 months. Appreciate you. COVID knocked you out of being academical and into being more creative. Okay. That's a vibe. That's good. That's what you want. Well, I mean, being academically intelligent is still like somewhat a necessity. You don't want to be a dap shit. You don't want to be a dap shit. That can't be good if it wincing like that. Yeah, and it keeps happening. Like, it's not a constant pain. It's a come and go pain. I'll just be chilling, then it's like, it'll fuck me. I don't want to get fucked. Has the pain been on and off for a month? Yeah, but it hasn't always been the same pain. It ain't triggered by nothing? No, I've been trying my best to stay away from things that give me heartburn and shit. But I don't know what's going on. If I start feeling weirder, I'ma just end stream without saying anything. I'ma just click the end stream button. And y'all gonna understand that I'm probably just gonna die or something. Okay. This shit sucks, man. I'm very tired of feeling ill in any way. This shit is so depressing. Like, nigga, I'm supposed to be at the club. I'm supposed to be rubbing my balls on the wall at the club. But here I am in pain. Did they check for arrhythmia? Yeah, but they didn't find anything, which is sick. I feel like a bitch because I just get on here every day and talk about, oh, by the way, I'm hurting, and y'all are like, oh, but like there's nothing else going on in my life right now besides my health issues, which is fun. But at least the Switch 2 coming out in 15 days, you know. If I make it there, I'm gonna be playing Mario Kart, right? I'm very excited for the Mario Kart streams. DK pretty soon. We got like 2 months. We got a minute before Donkey is here. My donkey's not coming yet. POV, my forget about it. Allow it, mate. But y'all got something to smoke on today? Yuchi, thank you for the 16 months.
16 wolf.
The only way I'm buying a new Switch is if they make a new Animal Crossing. The only way I'm spending $500 is if they make one specific video game that I will play for that $500. That's a crazy mindset, twin. I don't know. I feel like if you want a Switch 2, you should like try out the other games on that bitch. Getting a console for one game specifically is crazy to me. It's a bizarre maneuver. The Sims curse, literally playing out in full time. Full time, is that the word? Full effect. Just cleaned your Puffco, so we ready to get it dirty again? Hell yeah. I haven't dabbed since like 420. I gotta get more wax, but I just don't want to. Smoking hasn't really been my thing lately, bro. You got the PS5 just to play DBH? Dumb boy humper. That bitch hard. What's DBH? Dick boy head. H and Z aren't close enough for that to be a typo. Dead by Haylight. Dragon Ball horny. Dragon Ball he. A nigga bought a PlayStation just to play Detroit Become Human? Nigga, watch a playthrough of that. That's not a game you need to play unless you're a content creator, I feel. That's a game for YouTubers to play. Did you like Detroit Become Human? If so, how do you feel about black people? You got a PS5 just to play Rebirth? See, that's still crazy to me. There's so many games. Well, there's like 8 games on the PlayStation, and you only played one of them? Interesting. Interesting. You're playing DVD right now on the Switch, which makes the graphics look so ass? Type shit. Well, what do you expect? That's not really a Switch game. In my opinion, playing third-party games on the Switch is crazy. Especially if they're games that can be played on other consoles. You know? I genuinely enjoy DBH as a black person myself. Maybe that's aggressively based, but fuck it. Aggressively based? You a Bo Burnham fan, huh? I can smell it. That's lukewarm based? No. No. No, it's not based. Beef Scent, thank you for the 41 months. Appreciate you. I think people that like Detroit Become Human want acceptance. They crave acceptance from a certain group of people. Because that's basically the whole premise of the game. It's just a crazy allegory for black people not being accepted by white people, and now they're like, but what if it's robots? If it's robots, it's different because we like the robots. You know, that's sort of just what it feels like. From a guy who's played it twice, watched playthroughs of it, I just have a hatred for that game, I feel like. You do love their other games? Jason! What's that shit called? Heavy Rain? I found that the metaphor kind of doesn't work like I think they hoped for. They made it way too on the nose. It's an interesting insight to how tech could go. I think if your takeaway from Detroit Become Human was the technical aspect rather than the racial allegory that they put directly in your face, you have comprehension issues. You know? It's like explicitly, it shoves it in your face. This game is about racial issues. The white lady who opens the game, hold on, DBH, white woman, face. Fuck it. No. Yes. That sounded crazy. When you open the game menu, this lady starts quoting, I'm not kidding, Martin Luther King Jr. at you. She quotes Martin Luther King Jr. at you. Not just one quote, she has 3 in her library. Towards the end of the game, when the Robo Revelation pops up, when the robots start rising, you know what their symbol is? You have 3 symbol choices. One of them's like a electricity bolt. Another one is some other unimportant shit. You want to know what the third one is? Do you know what that is? They got these robots saying Black Power. But it's robot power now. It's just so aggressively on the nose, and it's not even a good allegory because at the end, like, depending on the ending you get, it proved the white people win. The non-robots win. 9 times out of 10. They are the winners, unless you get that one specific ending, which is like a good unlockable where racism ends. I've been an avid hater. I didn't even know I was just a little guy watching Jacksepticeye play it. Yeah, that's fine. Are the white robots racist to the black robots? Nah, it's just people versus robots. If they wanted it to be a deep, like, message about what tech could turn into, it should have been more aggressively, like, tech themed. It should have been talking about, like, the benefits and the negatives to having you know? Like, there's different ways they could have gone about it. I couldn't get my words out there. But they just didn't do it well. I don't need a white European dude to tell me like, yo, you know white people don't like you? It's sort of like how they don't like the robots. It's fucked up, isn't it? Like, man, I learned that in 1st grade. Have you ever watched Her? Her? Is Her the one where the dude fucks his phone? Is that one? Zootopia is a crazy racism allegory? Yeah. That one's not as in your face as Detroit Become Human. And most kids wouldn't pick up on the fact that it's racism, right? Again, Zootopia, kids movie. So it's not gonna be as like explicit with its themes. Thought about being a game creator? Nah, I've never thought about that. I don't think I'm smart enough. Man, like, I don't know anything about game development. When I was a kid, I used to want to be into it, but then, like, I don't know. I saw videos of people working at, like, Microsoft in, like, 2008, and they were all big, sweaty, gay nerds. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. I don't want to be a game dev. I'm gonna do sports. So that's sort of why I didn't get into video games as hard as I wanted to. That wasn't my thing, you know? I think I'm gonna try to learn Unity because the technical part doesn't look too hard, but I'm not creative and shit. See, that's the opposite issue that I have. I feel like I have a lot of ideas, but I don't have the technical ability to make it work. It's just C. Nigga, I went to school for for like economics and theater. The only C we said was like there's no joke there. I was gonna make a theater joke revolving around the letter C, but I didn't have none. Would you ever game test? I used to, actually. When I was from like 10 to 14, I used to go to this random ass spot. It was at some weird like factory looking building in Minnesota. And I got to play Band Hero before it came out. I got to play a Digimon game before it came out. I got to play a Tony Hawk game that never got released. It was interesting. It was interesting. And then they'd give me free shit. I'd be able to pick out from like a box of games to play. What was the Hawk like? It was just like a basic Tony Hawk, but it was played on the fucking... Was that the Wii one or was Digimon the Wii? I think it was the Wii game. It wasn't the board. No. I played that board shit at my cousin's house. What the fuck was that game called? Puta Factory? I hated that. You play tested a Monster Hunter for handhelds? Hell yeah, that's dope. How does bata testing work? You probably just test that bata. What you mean bata? You gave them your opinion? Yeah, they made me like fill out a survey essentially. They gave me paperwork and I just had to write in like what I thought, how I would make the game better and shit. Genuinely, the most fun game they had me play was the Digimon game. I don't remember shit about it, but I remember being so mad I couldn't take it home. It was a real good time. And I never gave a fuck about Digimon. But, fuck's wrong with you, Laura? Why you just throw that out there? Ain't nobody saying nothing that... Did you have to sign an NDA? I don't know. I was a child, man. Was this in an office? Yeah. Are y'all about to arrest me? I feel like I'm getting questioned. Am I in trouble? It was fun, though. It was a good time. Y'all should get into it. Wait. Nah, testing games like that probably isn't... Now they just do betas. Like, they just send out betas and alphas and early access rather than doing, like, individual game tests. Or they have, like, friends and family of developers come on and test shit, which is interesting. Too many leaks nowadays? Yeah, it'd be hard to trust anyone. But, I mean, quick, like, scan their body, make sure there's no phone on them, no recording device. Because word of mouth can only take you so far, right? It's just like, give it to content creators. Wait. Speaking of give it to content creators, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. This comes out tomorrow. And it looks kind of quirky. It's Punch-Out, but leftovers. It's called Leftovers Knockout. We're gonna check this out tomorrow. The dev tweeted, any creators want a code? I'm probably gonna tweet back and be like, hey, I'm a small Twitch streamer out of Minnesota. Move my way down to Phoenix. Looking for some new games to try out. Mind if I give this one a go? That's what I'm gonna say to him. It'll be sick. But yeah, that looks real cool. Leftovers, knockout, KO, or whatever. Hand drawn. I assume there's some semblance of a story because they got images like this where the pizza chills on the couch. You know. Alright. I'll give it a go. I'm gonna check it out. Wow, dude. There are things to look forward to in this life. Today is new Apothecary Diaries. Takes off hat. Lifts bonnet. Machungus. Fuck you. You ever hotline to Miami's? Yeah, I have. That's a good game. Have I checked out the Return of the Obra Dinn? I haven't. I've heard it's really good. That game has been on my wish list for as long as I can remember. That's a game that I know if I were to stream it, y'all would be like, yo, Chris, this is gay and you're fat. I'm gonna go watch Kai. It just doesn't seem like a very stream game. Right? You wish there was FPS hotline. They're making something along those lines. Right? Oh. Sorry, niggas gotta breathe sometime. Liquid? Oh. Have I ever played Baldur's Gate 3? Yeah, all throughout January on stream we were playing it. It was good. I enjoy Baldur's Gate. Did I apply to Streamer University? No, dude.
Delivered to a Mr. U-Doll today and had to double take.
Bro, that's crazy. Cause like, before I blew up on the internet, me and my friends would Google our names just to see if any cool shit about us was on the internet, or my track stuff would be there. But it would always be Chris U-Doll showing up. Probably not the same U-Doll, but there's a lot of people in this world named Chris U-Doll. I see. They be doing this. Was it him? Oh, I thought that said Luton. If it was Luton, that would have made sense. What was my track events in time? I was a 100 runner who was putting up like 10.6 at best. But I was mainly a jumper. Long jump and triple jump. Triple jumped 49.6. Long jumped 25 something. That's me. Is that a Spooky Wood shirt? Yeah. It is. I'll dunk on you? I used to high jump 6'9". So, I mean, if you want to meet me at the rim, we could meet up there, but nigga, how you gonna get the ball over my body? That's the question. I dunked for the first time in 8th grade, little nigga. How tall are you? I'm 6'3", which isn't like huge, but I assure you, I could meet anyone in chat at the rim. No one in here is dunking on me. No one in here is blocking me. I assure you that. I can't shoot for nothing. Get me on the court, I look like a jackass. But let me drive to the rim. I'll hold it down. I'll hold it down. Do you have a VOD's YouTube channel? No, but a member of the community did make a VOD's channel for us. Unfortunately, I am here. You think you could get up on me? Ain't you a little nigga? Or am I tripping? Am I mistaken? I thought you were short. Medium? You like 5'8", 5'9"? You can get up? You could touch rim? You're so big. Sorry. Oh, scheisse. Oh, you're 5'11"? Okay. Yeah, I believe you could dunk, Linez. VOD channel guy. I got y'all. Shout out Rip Troy. Hold on. Let me stuff it in your thing. The VOD channel is right there. If you want to watch some VODs, they're all up. You know. Mother effer, I'm ill, not sick. And I'm okay, but my watch sick. Yeah, my cock sick. Yeah, my knot thick. You're 6'3". Really? I thought you were little. You give off the vibe of a short nigga. I'm trying to think of who gives off the vibe of tall niggas in the chat. Yeah, Hob is a little name. Like, no hate. Your name is just short. You seem tall, Tommy. You seem like you got some inches. No crazy shit. Wow. Am I tiny? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I used to watch y'all on TikTok. Yeah, I'm a TikToker. Hey. 6-foot girl, huge. My height fluctuates by at least 8 inches per day. Yeah. Some days I'm little, some days I'm big. It all just depends on how I'm feeling. You think I'm big? I think I'm big, kid. I outgrew my dad in 7th grade. That's when I realized, like, damn, I'm different. I'm different than these little niggas. Once you went to the doctor and they told you were 5'11", you were pissed the whole day. Nah, my dad beat me when I got taller than him. That nigga was like, nah, let me show you how it really is. Like, that nigga was frustrated. And I'd understand. I wouldn't beat my kid if they got taller than me. But I would be like, I wouldn't feed them as much. I'm kidding. I would feed my kids. Depending. Yeah, 6'6", man. You could go find your own food. You could forage. You can reach real high up in the trees. Grab a banana. You know? But fuck it. You want your son taller than you? You're 5'6"? Yeah, that makes sense. If I was a tiny, short, little miniature ass nigga like you, I'd probably want my kid to be taller than me. I'm kidding, by the way. Sorry. You ever see a family of niggas all under 5'5"? Yeah. Well, the dad was 6'1", but everyone else in the family was like around 5'5", 5'6". They're all from Thailand. Is Thailand a notoriously short country? Thailand average height. Oh shit, they got it for every country. The tallest country gotta be South Sudan. But Thailand... 163 centimeters is the average height for the men. Show me South Sudan. How tall they get over there? They don't have information on South Sudan. Okay. Never mind. Your dad is 6'5" and you're about 6'1" type shit. Are you like done growing? Do you think? Or you got some inches? The average height for United States is 175. The United States non-Hispanic whites, 178. United States Hispanic and Latino Americans, 171. United States African Americans, 176. Really? I thought on average African Americans were taller than white Americans. Call me crazy. Don't like a single village in Africa produce most of the world's best runner? No. In Kenya, there's certain villages that, like, the way they're built, they're extremely skinny but very tall. They're notoriously good long distance runners. But I think you're thinking of South Sudan. Look at how tall these niggas are.
Until today, I always thought that the world's tallest people were in Holland and Latvia. And then I came to the country of South Sudan, and I can't even touch the top of their heads.
Like 6 feet is short over here to these niggas, bro. Look at that. For what? Who made y'all this tall?
South Sudan, as you can see, is a land of the tall and dark. That's the first thing you're gonna see when you first come to South Sudan. And I love it. I love my height, and being here makes me love it and makes me embrace who I am and how tall I am.
So your friends and family the same height as you, the girls?
I'm actually short.
The real life giants that existed were white.
But my brothers...
You know, there was never real life giants. You know that, right? They never existed. Based on the giant skulls they found. Yeah, of like prehistoric gorillas and shit. Yeah, maybe. There's no human skulls. You are very susceptible to like things. There's phrenology in the ChrisVoddd Twitch chat. Yup. Correct me if I'm wrong, but one of the reasons so many African nations are so good at running long distance because they would literally run down prey over days at a time until they had to rest. Homo sapiens hella evolved to do that with just how they would hunt the prey. Well, yeah, but most of the... I guess you could say that and that it got passed down the line, but most of the, like, main Kenyan runners, giant is in 8 foot. Man, you're just talking about George. There's one person who's been over 8 feet. What's his name? Hold on. George Murison was 7'7", right? There was that one guy, Robert Perishing Waldo. He was 8'11". But he wasn't a giant. He just had like gigantism. He had a disease that made him bigger than everyone. And then he died by the time he was like 25 because you're not supposed to, humans can't survive at this height, you know? He was just tall for real? Nah, he had problems. Like, it wasn't just the height. It's a disability. Generally more fit because we had to last a 3-month-long boat ride and then do 16 hours of manual work each day or be killed. Yeah, I do think that attributes to athleticism passed down the line, you know. I get that. But, yeah, they tall in South Sudan. The Kenyan runners that usually make it to, like, the big leagues, the, like, Olympic champions and shit, they're not usually from the small village areas, like, out in the countryside of Kenya. They're usually from around Nairobi, you know? So they weren't actively out there, like, running and hunting, nigga. They got grocery stores just like us, right? But I get how genetics down the line could have passed that. Oh. Maybe back in the day, 50 years ago, but now they train for it, I guess. 50 years ago. Man. Okay. Do you think Africa is like... You've been to Africa, right? Not yet? Okay, word. My dad is 64 and he grew up in the villages of Nigeria. You know, they still had grocery stores in the village. Like, they had markets. They weren't running down hunting hyenas and shit, my nigga. That's not how it was. Nova over there like, it's crazy how all the white countries in Africa don't only have mud huts. That's how Nova's thinking right now. They aren't just killing lions on a daily in Africa. Yeah, and on top of that, like, bro, there are some places that do still actively hunt animals in that way. You know Asians do that. You know Western Europeans be doing that. You know niggas in the South do that. But it's a sport because when they do it, you can make some money. White people, they kill an animal and you can make some money. But when black people do it, that's barbaric. I digress. Yeah, Alaskans, they got Wi-Fi in African villages. They got Wi-Fi in most places. A lot of places. You know. 6K on a strap to shoot a deer that isn't moving. Bro, it's so... I'll never understand big game hunting. That shit is ridiculous. You could even Google giant skulls found and see some things. Bro, you could Google so many things. You could Google the earth is flat and find out from people that it is. You could Google stuff about #them and find out some bullshit that isn't true. That, dude. You are stupid. Genuinely. Y'all gotta stop listening to what Chris says about me. Man, it was a joke. I ain't even say nothing crazy. Gold Koi, thank you for the 4 months.
Any thoughts on the game for the new block?
Shit. I mean, in 72 subs, we'll all think about it together collectively. Because y'all are going to pick the game for this next one. So, hey. I'm sure there's 72 people in here that are unsubscribed and have a Twitch Prime waiting on me. So, exclamation point Prime, you can get a free sub once a month. If that's how you live. Nigga, get it how you live. Something with Legends Arceus could be fun. Yeah, bro, if every viewer in a chat gifted 1 sub, not only would we make it to the Nuglock, we'd make it to the Expedition hard mode Nuglock, essentially. But I digress. You never know. Glooms, thank you for the 43 months. Appreciate it, dude. Hey. Ari, thank you for the gifted. Your first gifted. And Persephone, thank you for the gifted. Wait, bro. It's happening. We're gonna make it there. Do you take IOUs? No. Lunez, thank you for the gifted. Wait, dude, we're gonna make it. Let me put on the song. Guys, this is the thing. Asakai, thank you. Wait, hold on. 2020 flashbacks. Let's get into it. Kira, thank you for the gifted. And Nova, thank you for the gifted. And Jesus. Hey. Jelly, thank you for the gifted. I'm wearing this. Oh, no. Jerry! My balls are slapping around. I'm glad the music was loud. These pants are too loose and I don't got underwear on. So my balls. Oh, that's on me. Thank you for the gifted. Euphoria and Wildflower and M. 10 more gifted. I'll mute the music. It's too clappy. Thank you guys for all the gifteds. God damn. Kira, Cheezus, Nova, Asakai, Linez, Elak, Born Aspect. Thank you. Wow!
I need you.
Who's next?
Why your balls clap? What you mean why? Yours are kind of taut.
I wanna see some naked dudes. That's why I built this pool.
You got little ass nuts? What you mean they're taut? Nuglock we could get into it tonight. Shit. You got big nuts but small sack.
Bonjour.
What? Do they protrude?
Bonjour.
And Abby, thank you for the gifted. Little ass balls with the little ass sack, nigga. Little ass balls with the little ass sack. Little ass balls with the little ass sack. The little ass balls with the little ass. Little ass balls with the little ass sack. Got the little ass balls with the little ass. The nigga got some tiny nuts. I was gonna say something about vagina butts, so I might as well just cut it off. I could sit back down now. Fuck it.
Bonjour.
Little ass ball with the little ass sack. Thank you guys for all the gifteds. Vagina butts. Oh! It's good that didn't make my chest hurt. That's reassuring. If 40 viewers gifted 1 sub, we could reach the goal. Shit, that is what they say. Normal Spud, thank you for the prime. Appreciate you. Is there a basketball game going on tonight? Are the Pacers playing right now? Oh, yeah. Oh damn. Wait, let me get this open. Let me just have this on my second monitor while we chill here. And Nova, thank you for the final gifted before the Nova bedtime. Appreciate you, dude. Go Larry. Go Larry. Go Larry. In my heart, I want the Knicks to win. Audio jungle. Audio jungle. In my heart, I want the Knicks to win, but the funnier outcome is definitely the Pacers winning. 100%. And I'm usually funny first, you know? So, go Pacers, you know? That's where I've landed. I didn't think this would be me. But shit. Audio jungle. Audio jungle. One of my many stolen Germa bits. You mess with hockey? Nah, I like, boys. What was I gonna say? I forgot. Well, I like the Wild. The Wild is the only hockey team I ever really cared about. But I don't really watch it. I don't watch hockey. You know, I've been to a Wild game. That was fun. That's chill. Hockey games are very fun to go to. Oh. I'm so glad we don't have to watch Shea tonight. I'm not even gonna watch the next Wolves game. I am okay with accepting defeat. I know loss happens. But I just don't want to watch Shea play anymore. That shit makes me so fucking angry. It's like 2013 Neymar. It's like watching who's a bitch ass quarterback in the NFL. I can't think of any. Yeah, I saw the Street Hunter. The Street Hunter. I saw it. I know what you're talking about. Street Hunter Monster Hider. Bitch ass Dallas guy, Barry Von Dinkle, Patrick Mahomes isn't. He's not a bitch ass player in my opinion. He's more like, you know, Hitler. Young Dynasty, thank you for the 5 gifted. Everyone take a Young Dynasty hitter sipper shit one time. Hey, hey. Real music. Much love though, Dynasty. Or Dusty. I said Dynasty. I meant Dusty. You ever hear of Room 40? 40's nuts won't fit in the back of your throat, maybe. We gonna make the room smell crazy. What's that? Listen to your voice. Everything that comes up when you look up Room 4D is very low budget horror movie trailers. Type shit. Tombstone terrorist. What's that name imply? What you be doing to the tombstones? Thank you for the prime.
No one can look me dead in my face and tell me Satan had nothing to do with the last Kicks versus Pacers game.
Nah, that was such a fun ending. All I caught of the game was the end because I was streaming the whole time. Dude, maybe it's just the light skin in me, the white mom in me. I fuck with Halliburton. I like that nigga. I like how he gets down. You hear about the Elden Ring movie? Yeah. Oh. No. Not everything needs to be a movie. It is okay for something to remain a video game. It is okay for something to remain a book. Not everything needs to be turned into another piece of medium. Sometimes the medium it's done in originally is the best it'll get. I know there's outliers. I know if it weren't for fucking Hunger Games, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation. But is it gonna be at least animated? No, it's live action. The thing about Elden Ring is the story is so secondary to the gameplay. A book would have been something. Didn't George R.R. Martin make like some sort of book for it? Chicken jockey. Watch Jack Black be the main character. Who's the director? Isn't it the dude who did Civil War?
Bonjour.
What's his nuts? Alex Garland. Yeah.
Yo, what is up, fam? Miss y'all. Cheers, whoa.
I don't know, man. The Unforgiven. Thank you for the 25 months. How you doing, dude? The strength of Souls game stories that you have to dig. Exactly. The same thing with the game like Outlast. It's not a story that's told to you through the gameplay. It's a story you have to figure out on your own. And when the gameplay is that fun, you don't even need the story. That's completely secondary to the reason you're there. They take away the fun part of Elden Ring and turn it into the secondary thing. Vati would make a way better movie. They used it only for filler story. Martin wrote for centuries before the game even started. Word. I don't care what no one said. The Last of Us 2 was so good. I think the stories of Last of Us are great. However, the gameplay is boring. You know, it's very much a walk here, find this, shoot a guy. Walk here, find this, shoot a guy. Walk here, find this, shoot a guy. Look up what is the allegory for The Last of Us 2 story. You might be a little surprised. Fun fact, it's not about zombies. I digress. I mean, I don't know what you expect from a zombie apocalypse game. Nigga, Black Ops 2. I expect to be up in their guts, blasting them bitches. I expect a ray gun. I expect some crazy shit. But I digress. I genuinely think The Last of Us stories are really good. They're just not my type of games to play, you know? Not all zombie games are about Zionism. Yeah, like Black Ops 2. But you know what zombie games are about Zionism? The Last of Us. I digress. You need gambling in your zombie game? Exactly. I'm already fighting the undead. Let me succumb to my, like, my vices. Right? I'd be doing crack if a zombie apocalypse really started happening. I'd be doing some crazy ass drugs just to catch a vibe one time before I get bitten. You know? I'd be doing some wild shit. And then they'd get rid of me. But like that's later down the line. We worry about that when it happens. Alright? What would be y'all weapon of choice in a zombie apocalypse? And if you say gun, you're lame. Nigga chose the obvious answer. Sword? Machete? Hear me out. A fully charged electric vehicle. I'm thinking with like at least 300 on it, you know? And then, because that'll last a bit. Albeit loud, you know, you could run niggas over. A gas vehicle could make more sense. The only issue is like, I mean, that one charge gonna last you a while in an electric vehicle. With a gas guzzler, you gonna have to fill that bitch back up. All right. Hybrid, yeah, hybrid me, but I want it quiet. You going for style points? No, dude. I'm going for like survivability without a gun. Say there's no guns. What if there's no place to charge? That's the thing. This isn't a long-term solution. The car is just like a place to sleep. A place, if I really need to go from somewhere to somewhere else, I'm gonna go from somewhere to somewhere else. right? Yeah, you could just make diesel. That is true. I'm just thinking about the noise factor, right? You get a big diesel Mad Max ass vehicle. You turn that bitch on, you're gonna be zombied. I'm thinking like, what's y'all favorite depiction of zombies in movies, video games, book, anything? I think Train to Busan zombies are crazy. The sadness, those aren't even zombies. The sadness is something completely different. They're just fucked up beings. But I think Train to Busan does the best at zombies. Is those even our zombies? I Am Legend? I haven't seen I Am Legend. Realistically, The Walking Dead? I think The Walking Dead zombies are too stupid. Like, towards the end of the first game, no spoilers. Oh, you might be talking the show or the movie. The game for The Walking Dead, all they had to do was cover themselves in a little zombie blood, and then they could walk through the zombie zone. That wouldn't be how shit works. Albeit, that's a good-ass scene in The Walking Dead. Same as the show? That's not how shit works. They could sense your sentience. I don't know what the fuck zombies do. I'll be like that one girl who sleeps in a hammock between a canyon during a zombie apocalypse. I'm not even hip to that. What's that? ¿Qué es? ¿Qué mira, bobo? I Am Legend zombies are actually vampires? Damn. Back when my mom was super religious, my mom and dad went to see I Am Legend in theaters and they walked out of it like halfway through. That's all I know about the movie. My mom told me never watch it. I was like, it can't be that bad. It's Will Smith. You know what the fuck he do? I Am Legend made you cry type shit. I want a piece of media to make me cry. I think that's what I need today. I need to play something that's gonna make me a bitch. What else your parents not like as religious parents? I couldn't watch Cartoon Network at all as a kid. I was 15 years old when The Amazing World of Gumball came out, and that was the first time they really let me watch Cartoon Network. I couldn't see PG-13 or R-rated movies until I was like 16. I could watch PG-13 movies. The first PG-13 movie I watched was Insidious. And I was a pussy-ass nigga, though. I remember I rented it from Netflix back when Netflix was, they would mail you movies rather than you just go on the website and watch your shit. They would mail you the movies, right? They mailed me that and I put it on. Nigga, I was so scared. This was my first time watching a horror movie. Not Redbox. No. This was Netflix. I was watching around the corner in my living room, so if something bad happened, I could just go back around the corner into the kitchen. But after that, I watched it 2 more times that same day, and I got over my fear. I was like, man, I love horror movies. And ever since then, I've been horror McGillicuddy. But I was a pussy-ass bitch. And because of me watching Insidious that day, I realized I don't have to be afraid of everything. Literally that next weekend was the first time I went on a roller coaster after being scared my whole life. Like, I don't know. It woke me up. Watching my first horror movie woke me up, made me less of a bitch ass nigga. I am a bitch ass nigga again though. I'm terrified of everything as it stands. Outside of like horror. That ain't scary. When you said getting mailed movies, I realized I'm old. Do you remember that though? Back when they used to mail you movies from Netflix? Yeah, they would mail you DVDs. They stopped doing it in 2023? I didn't even know. When did it start? That's crazy. I get so pumped when I saw that red envelope in my mailbox. Yeah, they give you the little sleeves to mail it back. Bro, I guarantee my mom still has like 5 of them DVDs. Netflix is never getting that shit back. Damn, Netflix DVD was the #1 online DVD rental service. That's such a crazy sentence. Because that's not even like a concept anymore. Why wait for it to come in the mail if you could just watch it right now? Why buy a physical video game if they got it on the online store? You know, it's that sort of beast. Scary beast. Cat, thank you for the 4 months.
Finished pretty much everything I needed to get done for my junior year of college. Now to rip the Benjamin and hang out.
You made it further than me, bro. I quit with 3 days. Nah, it was like a month and 3 days left in my junior year. I'll rip out the Benjamin for that. Cheers. That thing has been empty for like 2 years. Syndicate, thank you for the 23 months. Appreciate it, dude. Much love. You finished your junior year too? Of high school? No way, you're a college junior already. Wait, you started watching me when you were 15. And you about to be a senior in college? That just, bro, I swear I was like 22 when I was a junior in college. I got no concept of time. I definitely wasn't. I was 20 for sure, but I got no concept of this. You didn't get stream note of what the fuck? You're here now at least. How's everyone doing? I'm chilling. Having bad health problem today, but c'est la vie. Netflix tried to partner with Blockbuster and was turned down by Blockbuster. What a throw from Blockbuster, bro. I miss physical renting spots. Like, who's from Minnesota or like Michigan or anywhere that has the store Coburn's? Who knows about Coburn's Grocery? Hold on. Let me pull it up. This was the spot, bro. You'd come here to get your flu shot. You'd come here to get groceries. And then on top of that, they'd always have a video game and movie rental zone. It was so smooth. That was the first place I played Resident Evil 4. What y'all know about Hy-Vee? I used to love Hy-Vee, bro. I used to go there with my dad every Sunday after church. Hit the little Chinese restaurant they got in there. Life was a movie. I'll never forget. Hashtag the good old days. Hy-Vee's still around. The library is where it's at. Yeah, the library's chill. Most libraries don't have video game rentals, nigga. It's just for books and nerd shit. Right? Like, shout out books. But yours have movie rentals? Word. They got DVDs. You should get into reading. You should worry about your own life before you tell me to get into something. Ain't you say couples therapy was rough today? That's fair. Yeah. Yeah. So true, bestie. I read quite a bit of manga. I haven't been for like the past 8 months because, unpopular opinion, reading when you have chronic migraines isn't very easy. You know what's a lot easier than having to strain your eyes to focus on small words on a page? Listen to an audiobook. You know? Play a video game without words. Right? I was reading manga heavy until the migraines really started fucking the shit out of me like this. You excited for Elden Ring Night Rain? No. I'm gonna play it, but my excitement levels out of 10, I'd say, are like a 3. None of my friends are gonna be getting it because they like Souls games, but not that much, you know? So I'm gonna have to play with randoms and shit. That's so dead. Better than I ever did. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Liquid. Nope. Is it cool if I just call you Moon? Is that chill shit? It feels kind of ethereal. You just got Elden Ring for the first time? Huge! A lot of y'all probably don't know Arias Moon. This is a OG mod. They've been here since the jump. So, y'all weren't there. Account created April 17th, 2020. Following since April 17th, 2020. What a world. What a world. Life's beautiful. What's good, Trent? We love a Walla water bottle. I don't know. Like, this is my first... Oct got me this. I'm not really Mr. Waddle Bottle. Not you stalking me. Not me having a stalker. I was just checking. I was just seeing. You changed your nose piercing for the first time in 3 years today. It was traumatic. What you mean traumatic? Was it bloody? Not her clocking me. Who said that? Was that Nova? You don't know how to do it? Both of my nose piercings, I can't take out on my own. I need to go to a piercer. User used to be Babby Goral. Yeah. Yeah. If any of y'all remember us referring to a mod as Babs. Which Cruise of Souls? Damn.
Play Dark Souls 3 for the first time. Any pointers?
Yeah, it's not as good as the other two. That's my main pointer. But a good game nonetheless. I mean, if you've played any Soul game, Dark Souls 3 is gonna be second nature to you. You'll get it. There's no pointers necessary. Just explore that world. Have fun. You know. You think the ring is too thick? I wanted a thicker ring for my schnoz, to be honest. But this is my baby. This piercing? Niggas don't know. Me and this guy been through a lot. You've been replaying Bloodborne? Type shit. I don't know if you know, but I'm one of the 3 Bloodborne non-believers on this planet. Albeit it's a fine game. However, you beat Father Gascoigne in the Cleric Beast? Hell yeah. You're playing Bloodborne right now. Enjoy that. What do you mean non-believer? I'm a moderate hater of Bloodborne. I think it is way overhyped because people just like the gothic aesthetic. But the bosses in the base game of Bloodborne, outside of the Cleric Beast, or no, outside of Father Gascoigne, outside of, what's that nigga name who start with an M? What's his name? You love the lore? See, the lore never touched me. Matthew Mufasa. He might not even start with an M. You fight him on the roof, and he wears a hat. But he's not the dumbass nigga who wears a hat and you chase him around. Not Mesmer. Not Marshawn Lynch. The king. Mikolash! Is it Mikolash? I thought Mikolash was a hunter. Is a hunter, even in a dream. Yeah, Mikolash is a hunter even in a dream. Who's the nigga you fight on a roof? Magic Matt, thank you for the 52. Is it Martyr Logarius? Yes, it is. Good shout. That's it exactly. Outside of that and Father Gascoigne, there's no good boss in the base game of Elden Ring. Not a single one. Besides those two. The DLC is another story. I think, did I say Elden Ring? I meant Bloodborne. Fuck you. You know what I meant. There's a lot of things in a guy's brain. Elden Ring? Wait, Chris, did you say Elden Ring? Nigga, how you saying that 5 messages after other people have already questioned Elden Ring? But, Lady Maria's a good fight. Yeah, Lady Maria's a good fight. I'll give you that. I think Bloodborne's DLC, if that was a standalone game, like more flushed out, obviously, I think that would be the best game they've ever made. However, that's not the case, you know. Ludwig, 10 out of 10 fight. The Orphan, 11 out of 10 fight. Who's the fire nigga? That is bullshit blazing. Still my heart is blazing. If the worst kill me. Does anyone know? Y'all are my Ludwigers. Soul bad guy? Nah, I used that music for that part of the fight. Or for that fight in my YouTube video. How you feel about the new Souls game being exclusive to Nintendo? May I speak? Let me formulate this opinion properly. Let me really give it time. I think it is a good thing that FromSoft is able to make a spiritual sort of successor to Bloodborne, because Sony would not give them permission. People think FromSoft is owned by Sony or some shit. That's not the case at all. They're owned by some Japanese company that's called like, starts with a D. I don't know. But Sony just owns a large stake. But Nintendo saw that they want to do more Bloodborne shit and was like, hey, y'all can bring it over here. But because of the legal issues with like Bloodborne being a Sony IP, they can't call it Bloodborne. They can't make the gameplay too similar to Bloodborne. So they're making it a dumbass multiplayer PvPvE game that's gonna suck. But I think it's good for console rivalry. I think it'll be a reason a lot of people end up getting the Switch too. I just think FromSoft has never done good at multiplayer. And I don't have high hopes for them hard focusing on multiplayer for the rest of this year. You know. Yeah, what's his nuts? What's Soul's guy's name? I can't think of it. He basically said, is that Miyamoto? No, that's Nintendo, nigga. He said it was inspired by Tarkov heavily. Miyazaki, thank you. Good looks. Miyamoto is Mario. Yeah, I get him. As you can see, they both start with Mia. So I just confuse the Zaki with the Moto sometimes. Mix the Moto with the Zaki. I'm gonna pee. didn't mean to show you my penis. Any good books I should be reading? Play video games. I'm kidding. Read a book. Ow. Ow. I can pull out some of my book collection if niggas want to know. Niggas don't think I read. Well, I haven't read for a minute. Let me show you. Let me show you some of the Chris classics. So a lot of y'all don't know, I study poli-sci and sociology, criminology, law, and deviance, right? So a lot of the books I've read within the past 4 or 5 years are related to like slavery, related to the prison system. Homeward, great book. Worse Than Slavery. Don't read this if you like to smile. The Autobiography of Gucci Mane, a classic. What can I say? Ghetto Side, really fun book. Really, you should read it. The Exorcist. You can see I've read this bitch back and forth and back and forth. I still haven't watched the movie. Full Tilt. Where my young adult readers at? This is like a childhood classic. I read this book for the first time in 5th grade and was like, oh yeah, this is my favorite book ever. Stephen King, The Shining. Stephen King, Dr. Sleep. I have quite a few Stephen King books at my mom's house still. I was a big Stephen King head as a youngster, but some books, I'll sit there. I have more manga than I do like novels now. Hatchet was one of your favorites? Type shit. I feel like people think I'm like a little stupid, given I'm a streamer. Which like is probably true. But, like, I don't want it to feel that way. Maybe I should just start reading for, like, for aesthetic purposes. Rather than to gain anything. Just to feel like I fit in. You know? Call me crazy. You haven't read a book in 8 years? Damn. Me in the middle of stream. Oh, I didn't see you there. You're not a vibe, bro. Should hit y'all. That's how I'm gonna start next stream. Book club. This is essentially a video game club, bro. Whenever a new game comes out, all we do for like 3 days is talk about the game. You like the concept of reading streams? Wildflower, you only seem to like when I stream things that no one wants to watch. Like, I think a reading stream would be fun, but that ain't this community. You know that. Damn, I'm not even mad at you. It's things that you would want to watch, but it's not me as a person. You'd be like, Chris, let's have 100 babies on The Sims. Like, that's gonna take 2 years. We saw Chelsea. Chelsea died. Kelsey and Peacha K, she couldn't even keep Chelsea alive. He's mad at me? I'm not even mad. I was just saying, like, I just don't think Germa's sci-fi post-apocalyptic novel joke. Is this the whole bit? I fuck with Germa. Germa's got the strangest community on the internet. What's the punchline? If you check the comments, typing with his Zenus. I love how he lifts both his arms and the typing sound continues. This makes me self-aware about writing. He's typing with his Germa. Like, I get it. His community is very... Everything he does is the funniest thing ever. Oh my god, Germa's not real. Like, that type of shit. They're very meepy chung. They're very 16-year-old girls who would be obsessed with Dream SMP if it was 4 years ago. That's gonna hurt someone's feelings, but I don't give a shit. I think Germ was hilarious, though. I think the Dollhouse stream is one of the best things that has ever graced Twitch. Okay, you're either... Nah, were you a Dream fan? Were you into Dream SMP? You were obsessed with Sunday and Craner? I don't even know who Craner is. And Preston plays? Is Preston the one who had aura? He would play with Jerome ASF and Bayesian Canadian, and then Preston would be like, yo, what's good, y'all? And he'd be like, oh shit, yeah, this is the cool one. He was the one with aura out of the crew. Sunday and Craner in 2025. I don't think Alicia is saying that she's currently a Sunday and Craner fan. Who's Craner, though? Deadass never heard of him. We played the funniest card game ever. Chilling with my best friends. Oh, this is a stream.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Those are your boys. Let's do their popular videos. This is chocolate.
Doesn't it look freaking nuts, dude?
Oh my god.
Hey guys, Craner here, and today we got kind of a special video for you guys in the crazy family. We got something really special, and I've never done a video like this, so if you would like to see more videos kind of spied into this side of it. Look, it even has the little crown, dude. Yo, this is amazing. All right, let's just eat it. You know what? And cheers in Rolex. Is this what rich people do? Ow!
Is this what rich people do? Nigga, you were making 13 million views in 2017. Talking about rich people.
Okay. Yeah. Oh. Huh. I actually...
This was 2017, so give him some wiggle room. I'm not gonna give him wiggle room about the rich people bit. Man, 2017 was right before the adpocalypse. He was making money. The second adpocalypse. The first adpocalypse was like 2014, 2015, something like that. He was loaded. I'll tell you that much. Eric Nova. I said it backwards. Has it always been Nova Eric? Or did you change it? On my life, Eric came first. You switched it, bastard. You thought I wouldn't notice. You thought I wouldn't catch on. Thank you for the 62. The first 62 through here. 5 years and 2 months is crazy, man. What a world. His Minecraft videos were his most popular. No, actually, the video I just showed you is his most popular video. If we sort by popular, that's his most popular video. My real voice.
I don't know if this video is ever even gonna get out. I don't know if I'm ever actually gonna be brave enough to put this video on YouTube because there's so much stuff at risk, and right now I'm just sitting in my... Let's get into it, shall we? Okay. Hello, my crazy family, and welcome to yet another vlog. So today we're gonna talk about this voice. I'm so nervous, dude. Okay, as you can hear, let me get a few rumors out of the way, okay? As you probably saw from...
Is he Dutch or just weird? He used to fake his voice and it was a whole scandal amongst the 11-year-old Minecraft kids? That's crazy. Chris, you hate everything I've ever liked? What the fuck are you talking about? I never even said I hate that. I wasn't there. Me so nervous. Don't do that to him. That's crazy. Just your face? Nah, like, Alicia, now that you're a grown woman, when you watch that, are you like, this is real content? You know? Yeah, he was weird, hella cringe, but I was a really cringe Vine and Musically kid type shit. I mean, bro, my first stint into making content was on Vine and Instagram, posting dance videos and bullshit. I understand being a cringe kid. I was a PewDiePie fan back when he had 20,000 subscribers. I have this song memorized.
How's it going, bro? My name is
Not Bitch Lasagna. This is pre-Bitch Lasagna. This was 2013. For a reason.
for a reason. And we got
God, bro, that sent like a crazy nostalgia wave down my body. I can't believe that's the shit I was watching. Damn. All the top comments are, it's 2013. You're a kid. No quarantine. No bills yet. Times are better. It's all right, soldier. You have permission to shed a tear. 2013, tears of laughter. 2021, tears of childhood. That guy. Oh, shut up. Nah, stop with the copy pasta, you dickheads. We're not doing that today. Meat Canyon dropped an 18-minute video called Gooner. Oh, it's more of Melvin the Macabre or whatever. Adult Swim needs to hurry up and pick his ass up. I'm tired of seeing this shit on YouTube, man. Put this on television. This nigga is more talented than YouTube, in my opinion. And, like, I don't really want to watch it, but, like, put it out somewhere. He deserves something. You know? He got a channel on Roku. Roku. Give him an Adult Swim thing. Y'all see, y'all see that? He's such a talented 40-some-year-old. Okay. Well, when do we stop mentioning age when mentioning talent? Because, like, being a talented 40-year-old, like, I fucking hope, nigga, you've had so long to gain some talent. That's like when you see a 12-year-old doing some crazy athletic feat, you're like, oh, that's a talented kid, you know? When a 40-year-old draws a penis, you're not like, he's such a talented 40-year-old. You know, that's just not really the same vibe. I know we're not on the topic of books anymore, but I remember the name of this book, Notes from the Internet Apocalypse. It seriously messed with my head. Shit. Word. I could look into it. Like, still relevant 40-year-old? What? What? This isn't a mention of talent. This is a mention of relevance, okay? YouTube? You know, like, I feel like a lot of YouTubers, especially the main ones, the ones who are huge on the internet, are old, right? Northern Lion's late 30s, maybe 36, my guess. I hope I'm as smart as him when I'm 36. Yeah, he is 36. What a call out. What a guess. Okay, fair. Yeah, I feel like a lot, like, the internet is run by kids, for sure. Germa's 39? Dan is 41? In what world is Germa older than Northern Lion? That's crazy. I never would have thought that. When did Northern Lion blow up? Like, I know he was doing Let's Plays way back. He was doing, like, fucking Binding of Isaac Let's Plays. Those were the big ones. Do I like fish? The food or the animal? The animal, I fuck with fish. The food, I fuck with fish. Fish is the top of the meat zone. Like, if we were to rank all the meats, I am fish. RJ, we're gonna get you. We're gonna hook you up to the tickle machine. But if you were to rank all the meats on a tier list, top tiers, the S tiers, are goat and fish. A tier, beef and turkey. B tier, chicken and ham. C tier, what meats am I missing? This man knows food. I don't know food. I know the truth. That's what it is. Pork could low-key slide in next to chicken. Turkey is an A tier. Ham is C. Relax. Ham is B tier, definitely. Astro, thank you for the 3 months. Appreciate you, dude. We're 29 subs away from picking the next Nuglock. Fish is nasty. You can always tell when a nigga parents don't love him. What you mean, fish? Lamb is an easy A tier. Lobsters and shrimp, they're in the fish category, I'd say. I know they're a different variety. They're crustaceans. But venison is a B tier for sure. I love venison. Big venison guy. I just think that, like, veal is ridiculous. Beef tastes better than veal. And veal is just baby cow. I know we eat lamb, and that's its own conversation. But I just can't get with veal. It hasn't tickled my thingy yet. If we talk about things that end in the sound eel, have y'all ever had eel? Eel is good as fuck. That's way better than veal. Call me crazy. Distortion, thank you for the 13 months. Another month of death row. Man, fuck you. You're actively choosing to be here. Don't talk to me like that. It's just a Twitch stream. You ain't gonna die. I like fish a lot, but none of your favorite foods are fish. Nah, I feel you on that. I love fish. Fish is my favorite meat along with goat, but neither goat nor fish are in my favorite foods, you know? I saw a Northern Lion bit, right? Who, he was saying how white people really want to make it known that their favorite food isn't a classic American food like burger or spaghetti. I know spaghetti is originally Italian, but we're just talking within the US, the most commonly eaten foods. He was mentioning, why you eating goats, bruh? You know goat is eaten like all throughout the world. Birria is goat meat. Goat. If you've never had goat,
Eating some lobster,
you don't know me.
And my grandma made Chris's 7100 emoji.
Whoa! Enjoy that, dude. I had some sexy ass mac and cheese and chicken and brockie yesterday. We're mac and cheese buddies, but you got lobster. Thank you for the 4 months, Parm Dick Legend. Yeah, you got to change that. Yeah, we gonna get rid of you for that. You have pet goats, you couldn't eat them? Man, that's a you problem. Right? I don't got, like... niggas got pet fish. But they... Niggas got pet aunties. No, they don't. Why'd you say that? Yeah, bro, literally. My sister, when we were in Nigeria, we named a goat Pee Pee, and that next day we ate Pee Pee. Like, I've experienced that. Y'all aren't real meat lovers. Pee Pee was delicious. Probably the best Pee Pee I've ever eaten. Baccarat 8 is coming up. Case. Eid al-Adha is the second of the two main festivals in Islam. Okay. Oh. I'm learning. I've noticed I know like more about Hindu than I know about Islam. I gotta learn more. I just want to know a lot about every religion. That's the one where you slaughter something. Okay, type shit. The Knicks lost? Let's go. Damn, I had the game closed. Ow! That's huge. Ain't you want to study theology? A little bit. Wait, I got an ad, so do you like sushi? Yeah, of course. I love sushi. You've been wanting to read up on different religious traditions? Yeah, me too. But the more you learn about every religion, the more you're like, oh, so this is the same as the other religion, but wars were started over the fact that they had very slight disagreements in like semantics, right? Outside of Buddhism, because Buddhism is quite different from the rest of the major world religions. Let's Talk Religion, one of the best channels on YouTube. Word. Wars started over land? Have you heard of the term religious wars? Like, yes, some wars were started over land, but it's a little deeper than that. Some land was relegated to certain religious groups, right? And then when they clash, you understand it's about religion. Like, that's why niggas were like, I fucking hate the... I'm not gonna say a religion there, because that sounds crazy. But that's what they were doing. Hundreds of years of religious wars. Yeah. People be mean as fuck, man. Me when I find out about war. Damn, these guys are some dicks. Why this guy sucking turtles?
3 things in Korea and Japan that...
Oh, that's not real turtles. That's like, that looks like tapioca or something.
3 things in Korea and Japan that just make sense. First, in Korea, you'll often see elderly women riding small carts through the streets. These are the famous yogurt ladies. They're not selling snacks or coffee, but
oh,
health
it's your
supplements.
cult? That's crazy. I didn't know they had Yakult ladies out there. Chris for streamer you? Man, stop with that. I'm not that type of person. I didn't even apply to that shit. I'm a 26-year-old man. I got 4 million followers on TikTok. I got 250K subs on YouTube. If I can't blow up on my own, it was never meant to be. Streamer University is for people that... It'd be dope, though. For who, bro? I'd be surrounded by a bunch of, like... influencers? That sucks. That's fucking dead. Okay, not to be like Mr. I'm different, but a lot of those people, their whole basis of streaming is clip hunting. They farm for clips. All they want to do is have the next big clip, right? That's not me. Aunties will be there. I'm in a 5-year relationship, nigga. I don't need aunties. You've been watching Rotten Mango vids about the Diddy case, Brian Laundrie and Epstein, and now I'm extra sad because lately it's like people are mean. That's your takeaway from Diddy and Epstein? Just people are mean. People are evil. I feel like that should be more the takeaway. How you feel about the show Big Mouth? Oh, don't get me started, man. That dumbass bullshit.
Mostly yogurt.
I'm sorry. I sound like a hater today. Because a lot of things that are being brought up are things I hate. But Big Mouth is objectively a bad show. What you mean you watching the hormone monster? You're 28, nigga. Start Twitch streaming. That's what you should say instead of get a job from now on.
Based drinks. Some of them even have vitamin capsules inside the cap, making it super easy to get your daily nutrients on the go. Second, in Japan, there are pizza vending machines that operate 24/7. You just pay, wait a few minutes, and out comes a hot, crispy pizza, freshly baked and tasting like it came.
So
straight
why'd
from
you
an
show that
Italian
dude sucking the
pizzeria,
turtle at the
perfect for
beginning?
late night cravings.
You gonna show that again?
On the go. Finally, when you get your blood drawn in Korea, they often use infrared vein scan.
Nah, that's cool. What is this?
In Korea and Japan that
Why'd he suck it like that? You could have picked it up with a chopsticks or a fork or a spoon. You hate everything I like? Bro, just because you like Undead Unluck or Unluck Undead, whatever, and I don't really like it. You like Kakeguri, right? I like Kakeguri. You don't like Diddy and Epstein. I don't like Diddy and Epstein. We're more similar than we are different. I feel most people in this chat have more similarities than they have differences. Oh, you don't know what Unluck Undead is? You were talking about not Undead Unluck. What's that? What's that incest show you like a lot? Sorry. No game, no life. Thank you. See, the fact you even said that, the fact you said it, isn't it? It's not incest. Then how'd you know exactly what I was talking about? How'd you know exactly what I was about to say? They aren't even related. Oh, okay. RJ? RJ! Is it incest? They aren't related, but they're 100%. It's not about incest. It's about games. Okay. Okay. Let's watch the trailer. It's like basically siblings. Oh. That's funny. Hold on. Let's just watch the trailer together. The games are cool and the art is beautiful. Hey, at the end of the day, I've watched some weird ass anime, so I can't necessarily hate. I've watched 8 episodes of Alia just to get to the "good morning, my brother" part. Like, I've watched some weird ass anime, but I also think, like, if they really doing that incest shit, it's a little crazy. Is this an isekai? Them things move. Feels like intentional satire of anime tropes. That's the way I feel about 100 Girlfriends That Really, Really, Really Love You. It's like an intentional, the first season at least, is an intentional, over-satirical, like analysis of harem animes, right? That's what I'd say. It's about games and getting transported to a new world where everything is determined by games. Okay. You know what? I'll watch an episode. I'll watch one episode. They play crazy ass games like rock, paper, scissors. Did they get transported to a new world to do this? I don't like animes that over-sexualize characters. Do you like Game of Thrones? No? Do you like any TV show with real people? I'm not sitting here saying over-sexualization is a good thing. However, watch any show with sexual themes. They're gonna sexualize the fuck out of the women. They're gonna have one dude who's always shirtless and they make jokes about his butt. That's how it is. Over-sexualization sells. That's sex sells. That's what people be saying, you know? Weird, crazy, evil world. And I know, given that this is animated, you could definitely just choose to not sexualize anything. But, again, sex sells. It just creeps you out. Sex is really creepy. So are they the siblings? No? Okay. Anime does sexualize far younger characters than shows more often, though. That is true. That is a fair take. And I mean, that does... There's a conversation to be had there about Japanese media. But I also feel like at some point, we as grown-ass adults, yes, we need to realize the things we are watching aren't made for us. When they sexualize the life of a high schooler, do you remember when you were in high school and you lost your virginity at 16? You know? Like a show that sexualizes high schoolers when I was in high school, that would have been just regular, you know? But now that we're grown adults watching that shit, we're like, because it's not for us. You know? I don't think it should be made. I don't think sexualization of high schoolers is necessary in any way. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. But that's just what they be doing, I guess. That's why I like Haikyuu. They don't sexualize nothing. Well, nah, they sexualize Daichi a little bit. That wasn't a like I like it. That was like a thinking. It was like not like that. I feel like sexual violence is used in anime a lot in a way that is exploitative. I understand that this isn't the same as sexualization. Yeah, I get what you're saying there. That makes sense. Someone needs to fix the Japanese animation industry. And I think I'm the only guy for the job. Right. Thank you for the gifted parcel. Appreciate it, dude. I put you on a Kotaro Lives Alone. I haven't even watched that yet. Haikyuu is one of the best animes of all time. I think it is by far the best sports anime. Call me a jackass, call me a bitch ass nigga, call me Ticklish Joe. Whatever you gotta call me. I just can't think of a sports anime that really keeps up. The first 3 episodes of Dandadan Season 2 is going to be a movie. It's not going to be a movie. They're just airing them in theaters. They did the same thing with the first 3 episodes of Dandadan Season 1. The basketball one? If you're talking about Kuroko no Basket, that ain't even in the top 5 sports animes in my heart. Slam Dunk is amazing. I'll give it that. But I don't know. Dandadan was the first anime to make you cry. I think I cried when I finished Hunter x Hunter just because it was over. You know? Like, it just made me tear up because it was very, like, I don't know. When you end a over 100, 200 episode long series, you feel this, like, sort of serene emptiness. It's the same thing you feel when you finish, like, a 100-hour long RPG. Like, it's just sort of like, damn. That's it? Now I gotta stop living in this world? And it doesn't feel the same round 2, you know? It's a very weird, like, it's a peaceful emptiness that you feel when you finish something that really sticks with you. Yeah, a really good story video game. When I finished Expedition, I was like, damn, bro, now what? Even, no bullshit, I genuinely was a little saddened when we finished this game. Because I was very connected with Dinosaur. She gets me and I get her. Right? But not every video game is like that. It's just that damn, it's over feeling. It has great writing. Genuinely, some of the funniest writing I've seen in a game. At times it had me questioning, like, how, like, some of the jokes were so surface level, but still somehow got me to laugh out loud. I feel like it's very rare for me to laugh out loud at a video game. You know? Unless it's like me laughing at something I did in the game. Usually it's not the writing that chuckles my fuckle. Expedition got me chuckling out loud a couple times. Promise Mascot Agency was funny as hell. Still got to play more of that. Look Outside got some jokes. Earth Defense Force 6 is unintentionally funny as fuck. Francois. Nah, when Esky is like, my arch nemesis, Francois. You instantly know they're like, oh yeah, this is my guy. Esky is the best person. That damn announcer had me dead with the perfect breasts. What a slide tackle. Perfect breasts. Is that last scary game you played and enjoyed? We haven't been playing too many scary games recently. I still need to check out Blood Typers, but that's a with friends type of game. This game is relatively frightening. The Midnight Walk is definitely got horror elements. The Stalked and the Stalked 2 are absolute bullshit. The Boba Tea Shop, however, is a very chill 50-minute horror experience. I enjoyed this game a lot for what it was. You know? Would I eat beef tartare? I have. Tartare is chill. It's nothing too crazy. I've had liver pate, which is basically just like liver style tartare, except it's a little cooked. The next game you spend money on might be Look Outside. Word. Will horror games make me scared to go outside and even more paranoid? Not necessarily. What's good, Vince? How you doing? Your 4-year-old likes liverwurst? Cold. First anime I sat and watched was Citrus. Not hip. PMO. Y'all know the PMO originally meant put me on. Y'all know that, right? Incest? Alright, I can't read that. I want to be able to read a little bit. Is this? Why don't they have an English trailer? Why are all the trailers? Personally, you think incest is bad? I agree. Oh. I found it. Did you know about Yokai Watch?
Yokai Watch. Bitch got paid hashtag if they can break bread, they fake.
Can't break bread, they fake. Thank you for the bits. I never got into Yokai Watch. I was a little older when that shit was really making its rounds in the US, I guess.
ゆずっちも前彼と別れたって言ってたっけ？合コン誘いたいけど、秋には転校しちゃうんだもんね。転校したら速攻彼氏ゲットするから。とはいえ、どんなに気合を入れても女子校なんだけどね。
Naive Yaru who's never been in a
relationship. 決められたルールを守る社会勉強の一つ。みんな同じ条件下でここにいるのだから。お化粧、第一ボタン、指定外のリボン。他の生徒に示しがつきませんもの。こいつだってパーマ当ててんじゃん。これは天然ですわ。触らないでくださいな。ミネコ、そんなきつかったか。
Alright, nah, who said this was the first anime they watched? What appealed to you about this? Like, nigga, Attack on Titan is out there. It's Hunter x Hunter and One Pieces, but you saw this and you were like, yeah, let me check this out as the first one. This feels like a 20th, 30th anime. This feels like you gotta be deep in the world. You saw this before Pokemon, my nigga. Yu-Gi-Oh!
言い忘れてたかしら。ゆずには今日から妹ができるのよ。
Alright. I get where it's going. I think I'm following the I'm following where they're going with it. You know? Anyway. You know what y'all should watch? I'm gonna keep pushing this on y'all because this is the first anime to give that same, like, cute, happy feeling that Spy Family gave me. Watch Witch Watch. It's on Netflix. This is a great show. Genuinely so fun.
どうしようこれから一緒に住むとかきっといろんなことが起きるよいろんなことって
見違えたなニコ俺の任務はニコの護衛なるべく魔女ということは隠し目立たずいた方がいい
Yeah, he's an ogre.
ここからニコの青春が始まるふつつか者ですが末永くよろしくお願いします
布団の上で変な挨拶するない
やお前とは初対面やけどニコとは幼馴染や
あ
欲しいわこのミヤオネムの使い魔に
マジ俺変わってっからな生徒会
I don't fuck with that depressed nigga. Lame as shit.
ガチオタなんですねえニコみんなに魔法を見せてよ何でもできるよ
Right? Yeah, maybe.
おはようございます
I fuck with the teacher.
無限城来ちゃった
The teacher's called.
顔でかペラペランコ
ニコこうして始まった魔女と使い魔の同居生活
Real fun.
ウィッチウォッチ
Yeah, it's very...
今時の女子の魅力を見せてあげるのよはいどんもいちゃん
寿司三昧
違うよ
type shit. Animes like this are too wholesome for you? Type shit. You want a little bit of incest, a little bit of sadness. That's fair. That's fair. I think Witch Watch is probably the biggest of this anime season, right? What else is like big time right now? Is Alya actually good? See, here's the thing. Nah, okay, wait a minute. Let's talk about something quick. Because I saw what you said there, Hob. One of your favorite books has incest in it. Bro, like everyone's favorite show was Game of Thrones. He hypnotizes and strips them? Not in Alya. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Oh, you talking about the scene in that one room. He doesn't strip them, actually. That's not what happened. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and defend a creepy show, but in the grand scheme of animes I've watched, I know we make a lot of jokes about Alya. It's really not that bad. It's genuinely more about a guy falling in love with some girl while the girl flirts with him in Russian, you know? But, yeah. I think if you can sit through Game of Thrones, but you think something like a little anime like that is weird, I don't know, man. I don't know. Game of Thrones literally is the pinnacle of incest. The pinnacle of people fucking each other and then killing each other and rape. Like, but that's normal. That's regular, right? That's chill show. Good entertainment. Good entertainment. Right? You didn't watch Game of Thrones till 2024? Bro, I would be like sitting in my living room playing a game on my PlayStation while Oct is watching Game of Thrones, and I'd look over. It's just porn. They just be straight watching porn. You know? We all brothers and sisters, to be honest. Yeah, but if I fuck you and get you pregnant, our child isn't gonna have incest problems. We would just have a child. There are many problems that arise from actual incest. It might. No, it won't, dumb fuck. I'm not related to you. That's the thing I don't think you're understanding. I don't like porn and I hate war. Cold opinions. That's tough. No, that's sick. I don't like porn. I don't fuck with war. So I don't think Game of Thrones is for me. See, nah, that's good that you could just acknowledge that you don't like those two things. So you automatically assume like you're not going to like that show. I get it. That's me with a lot of things, right? I don't like war and I don't like Epstein. So I never really got into like, I don't know, Demon Slayer. Anyway. Sorry. Hey. I don't like porn, but I want to watch or read Game of Thrones. Type shit. That's fair. I don't give a fuck about Game of Thrones. Like, man, what, are you turning 33 next month? Wow, dude. You're so young and hip. I bet you only watch things that are for kids. You be watching Bluey? That's what's up. Is there that much sex in Game of Thrones? As someone that has only been a bystander to someone else watching it, I heard a lot of fucking. Y'all ever read smut? Nah. When I was a kid, I tried. But I didn't get a boner. I was like, man, this is just a book. I should just do my homework. You know? One of the new animes out there is Kaiju number 8. Didn't that come out last year? Like early last year? As someone who's watched the show, it's not that often. How many sex scenes in Game of Thrones? There's 60 breast appearances and only 2 penis appearances. Interesting. Here are the 31 most important sex scenes in Game of Thrones. What? The 31 most important. 82 nude scenes out of 67 episodes in 2019. I heard that they dwindled down the sex towards the later. Jon Snow and Ygritte sex scene. Are there unimportant ones? Well, maybe. Like, some could be a casual fling. Sometimes Jon Snow gonna fuck his sister. Right? Didn't people also dislike the later seasons? Maybe. Oh, it's his aunt? Oh, my fault. Asaka's like, he didn't fuck his sister, that was his auntie! Dumbass! I haven't watched the show, my nigga. I didn't know. I was making a joke, but here y'all are like, no, dude, he had sex with a different person in his family. Interesting. Isn't there just one incestuous relationship in Game of Thrones? I don't know, man. The first sex scene in that show was incest? Tight.
Good morning, my brother.
We don't gotta watch that. RJ, you said please just off the like beginning shot. You know, you watched that show. Yeah. Crazy world. That show does actually have some cute episodes. They go and get spicy ramen. And I'm like, oh, dude, I want spicy ramen. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention to the creepiness of the show because they ate spicy ramen. That could be me. TMNT are just anthropomorphic animals. I mean, you're not. Like, I guess. I've never watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Y'all ever met an incest user in real life? User? How you use incest? You don't know how to phrase it? Someone who's into incest? User? How do you use it? Nah, but I get what you're saying. Haver? I don't think you have incest. Not into necessarily. Someone in an incestuous relationship? Yeah. Is that what you're asking? I knew, incest wielder. Incest user. I was thinking like stand user. My brain went JoJo style. But I know some brothers, twin brothers that would jack off together. But I don't think that's too crazy. And like they weren't touching each other. They would just jack off at the same time while I was at their crib. But I knew a girl who was obsessed with this guy in elementary school, and eventually in middle school they start dating, and then their parents got married while they were dating. So that was a lot. Whoa, what? Bro, okay. It's time guys, this is for the dudes in the chat. While you were at your homeboy's house, or while your homeboy was at your house, one of y'all have jacked off. Maybe both of y'all have jacked off. But that's the reality of life. From 6th to 9th grade, boys are very comfortable with the topic of masturbation. It's the reality of things. Something happens around 9th, 10th grade where they're like, I don't think so. Weren't you a loser though? Didn't you say you didn't kick it with many? Like, not even on some hater shit. Like, didn't you say you didn't really kick it with people like that? You jacked off in a room of 5 guys before? Type shit. I feel like masturbation is it's a very comfortable topic among people. You've never gone to a girl's house and started flicking a bean? Type shit. Me and my boys would plan out jack off nights. Like, yo, we're going to Ben's house tonight. Bring your dick. No, we didn't do that. I'm kidding. But dudes would jack off together. Is it because you're not straight? No, it's not even a homosexual thing. It's not like we would show each other our dicks and be like, yo, look at me, I'm cranking it. Like, niggas would just go into your bathroom and jack off back in the day. And you know they were jacking off, and then they come out and they be like, yup. You'd be like, oh, okay. All right. I came on my homeboy's iPad on accident one time. Because he told me I could use it when he went to sleep. And I was like, all right. Time to crank it. And I accidentally got a little bit on his iPad. But I cleaned it off. I cleaned it good. I cleaned it perfectly. That's awful. It's the reality of life. That's all I'm gonna say. You were supposed to stop typing. You're too drunk. Hey, we all got things to say. You know, got a little swimmer in the crevice. Nah, it didn't get on the crevices or nothing. It got on the back of it. If anything. He basically jerked you off? No, dude. Because I used his iPad? If he jerked me off, he'd have to grab this dick and crank it, you know? It wouldn't just be his iPad in my hands. Just two bros grunting. Nah, dead ass. Like the twins that I live next to that would always jack off together. I just have vivid memories of me and my homeboy sitting in their living room, and they put Girls Gone Wild commercial on the television and kept rewinding it. And then they were under the same blanket, just, you know, you could see the motion of the blanket, like, going up and down. So me and the other guy, we went in their kitchen and played with Legos while they finished, you know. But that was the first time some dudes jacked off. That was like 5th grade. I wasn't even like too familiar with masturbation in 5th grade. You know? Twins be touching each other. I feel like there's a conversation to be had about twins. You know? RJ all offended. You still humping couches? Yeah, those are my couch humping days, you know? This ties back to the book you were talking about twins? You've never known twins that didn't touch each other? All my life, bro. Twins, they be touchers, right? What? No, I have not. Well, ain't your twin named Chris? You better not touch Chris. Does anyone care if I spoil a book? Man, you think it's readers in this chat? On some like incest shit or just curious when growing up? I think it's more just curiosity, to be honest. Is it just guys that touch each other? I don't know, man. This was a joke. This wasn't meant to be taken seriously. You know, I don't actually think twins be touching each other. But, you know, the twins I grew up around, they was touchers. And I walked in on their little brother playing with their dog. Like, touching that dog wiener. I could tell that was a bad family when they started putting Trump signs outside their house. By the way, they were Mexican. Where did you grow up? Elk River, Minnesota, baby. I've told y'all, Elk River is like, it's like that. That's how people get down out there. I was normal. I was regular, you know. Never go to Elk River, Minnesota. If you're ever going to Minnesota, go to Minneapolis, St. Paul, Bloomington, Rochester, Duluth. Never touch the suburbs of Minnesota. It's a weird place. Genki, thank you for the 23 months.
Hi, Chris and Chad. Just got back from bachata class Toad Wave. How's the head?
Well, I'm doing all right head-wise. Today is Chest Pain Wednesday. Haven't even been able to smoke. Elk River doesn't play. They're just like that. Where you from? What part of Minnesota you from? You better not say like Princeton or Zimmerman talking shit on Elk River. Don't play with me. Chest pain, that's new? Nah, I've been having chest pain on and off for like a month now. I actually got my chest, like all my chest shit checked last time I was at the hospital. And they were like, yeah, you just have weird levels to your things. And I was like, okay, man, fuck you. Oh, over by Chanhassen, Eden Prairie area. You either got money or you're broke as fuck. Based on that answer. You know. Didn't know there was a Rochester, Minnesota. I'm from Rochester, New York. Yeah, there's a lot of cities that are like same name cities all over. They be doing that in this country. Fuck it. Ak making pierogies. I can hear the pierogi machine. This country too freaking big. I get it. No doctor could tell you, but it's just gas near your heart. Yeah, I've had similar feelings like that, but this is different. I've been doing so much door dashing in Rochester, Minnesota, trying to get back to Colorado, and every road is under construction. Hey, Minnesota has 2 seasons, winter and construction. That's what Minnesotans say, because if it's not winter, every road is under construction in Minnesota. Or at least all throughout the Midwest. That's what they do. Construction season in full effect. I don't miss that. As a dude who lives in Phoenix now, I'm glad that roads out here are relatively normal. That's some chill shit. Which is surprising. Well, no. Because we have the luxury of doing construction and shit in the winter when it's not 150 degrees out. Up in the Midwest, you can't do construction or anything in the winter. What is there to do in Minnesota? I don't know. Ask Prince. Ask Lizzo. Ask the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ask Chris Udala. I am Chris Udala. I mean, okay, here's the thing. When people say, what is there to do in this state? To that I say, what is there to do in any state? You want nightlife? Go to the cities. You want to go to the beach? We got 10,000 lakes. You want to go to the club? Go to the cities. You want to hang out and just walk around nature? Go to Duluth. You want to drive around the country? Go to the burbs. Like there's just always something to do. Pennsylvania has nothing for miles type shit. Go to food. Oh, dude, Minneapolis food. People don't know. Minneapolis is at the top. Well, not the top, but I'd say some of the best Asian food in the US you can find in Minneapolis. There's a heavy Vietnamese community up there. That big mall. Yeah, we got the Mall of America. To me, that's just the mall, you know. Niggas used to go there every week. It was whatever. It was just chill shit. But Korean food is your new obsession? Let me put you on. Do you like YouTube videos? And do you like to learn things? Check out this YouTube channel. Korean Englishmen. They're these two British dudes that go to Korean restaurants. They just went to a Michelin star Korean spot. Is Andre, thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate you.
Holy moly.
But they're the one dude, Josh, he lived in Korea for like 12 years. And now they just teach British people about Korean culture. And it's actually pretty cool.
Over the last 12 years, we've seen Korean food finally start to get the international recognition.
A mod switch the category to hungry foreigners.
That is ridiculous. Every mouthful just keeps getting better.
I thought that was pepperoni when it came over.
Alright, don't be a dick.
Korean restaurants, you got it served alongside.
You see it. But they got a lot of video.
Baby, high speed end to end, you want that gourmet encryption, baby. There's only no VPN, we're talking gourmet. The fastest VPN. High speed end to end, you want that gourmet 24/7 support.
I mean, that's a good way to run an ad. I won't lie. In the grand scheme of YouTube ads, that's much more compelling than a nigga being like, NordVPN, the fastest high-speed VPN. And like, I'd rather have that, you know? Call me crazy. Call me Jay-Z. Yeah, it kept me interested. What's the channel called? Korean Englishmen. They're the personalities of these two guys, it works very well for YouTube. One of them is all posh and uppity, and the other one's a fucking moron. They have another channel called Jolly, where they just travel the whole world and eat food. Right now, they're in Texas. Some chill shit. Some chill shit. Just found out about a Pakistani Texas barbecue spot. Whoa. DFW, don't fuck women. Used to watch Jolly back in high school. I did, not high school. I guess pandemic was when I got put on to Jolly. And now me and Oct, whenever like we do our nightly smokes, we put on like some Jolly videos. Or Googa. Or Yes Theory. Oct is really into Kylers. This is for the real football heads. Y'all know about Kylers? It's just some dude who makes like the meme football videos.
Champions League semi-finals. Champions League semi-finals. Champions League.
This is real content though.
Let's do this.
For some reason, Oct loves these videos and they don't even watch football like that. Get Arsenal the fuck out of here. That's why you like Ryan Reynolds commercials till they turn cringe? What you mean? I don't know nothing about Ryan Reynolds. Is Ryan Reynolds the one that white boys think is really sexy for some reason? Straight guys love them some Ryan Reynolds. Why? Like, he's not bad looking for sure, but he ain't the epitome of sexiness. He had his plantation at a wedding? Oh. Why have I been doing that so much lately, bro? I'm trying my best. Which one's Ryan Gosling? They're all Ryans to me. Ryan Gosling. Oh, he's the one with the smaller head, and he always looks like he's up to no good. Okay. Yeah, I know about this one. He's got a vibe. But he does look like he's mischievous. More mischievous than most, I'll say. I digress. Reacting to my viewers' report cards? Why'd I get a random ass stream? Some dude who got 30 views on a stream reacting to his viewers' report cards. That feels insane. Could I react to y'all report cards now that I said the season? The school season. The school year's over? Who in here's the dumbest? What's good? Where you from? You got eye boogers. Don't be ugly. We don't allow ugly people in this house. You know that. Thank you. You had a good semester? Type shit. Glad to hear that. Sit normally. Yup. Or get down. It's your life. Your GPA is a 1.4 and you're in college? Homeschooling made me smart? No crazy shit. Are your parents like hippies with it at all? Or are they just regular-degular? Olimar, I saw you, buddy. Scared ass nigga. Nah, come here. Come here, buddy. Olimar's so much harder to catch because, watch, bro. If I slightly move, he's out of here. Oh, he's hiding. I could try to capture him. Hold on. Shh. Shh. Come here, buddy. Come here. Get out. Damn, nigga, that's the wrong way. You're knocking over the garbage. He only likes to chill with you if he approaches you. Otherwise, he's not wanting to be fucked with. Sock, on the other hand, doesn't want to be fucked with either. Normally she's chill though. Stop approaching him then. I just wanted to see what was up. Come here. The best way to attract Sock is to dangle something. Hey, you ever seen rolling paper before? Yup. Yup. Oh, look at her go. Get up there. Show him you mean it. Yeah. She got that fight in her. That's my legend. Everyone needs a cat. You don't got one. That's why you have depression. Y'all got depression, right? You have 3? How much depressions you got? You have 5 depressions or cats? Tough. Wow, thanks, dude. You're bisexual. You have depression. Sorry. Excuse me. Your sis and your mom are allergic? Damn. Your cat died? Alright, Peter, bro. You know, I haven't been smoking today, but I'll smoke for your cat. 0 cats, 3 depressions. 1 cat will drop that depression to 2. And you called me fat earlier? No, I didn't. What? Sure. It was last year, but thank you. Hey. You know, a cat is a friend for life. It doesn't matter if it was a year ago. That nigga still lives on air, right? Right there, in your arteries. I said I'm 6 foot, and you said huge girl. No, I did not say huge girl. That's funny as hell, though. You did? Nah, that's like being 6 foot tall as a woman is tall. That's pretty big. But not big, it's big. You get me? Big ass girl. Huge eye girl. That's crazy. You wish you were in a position to have a dog? No, I get it. I could have a dog in theory, but then I'd have to pay more a month for rent. I'd have to take care of a dog. You like the idea of a dog? Yeah. It's like having a dog is really fun in concept, but having a dog in real life is a bit of a struggle, depending on how they get down. Cats and birds are pretty independent animals, which is why we as humans, like, I feel like more independent people chill with cats or birds. More outgoing, less independent, more like people's persons people, they fuck with dogs heavier, you know? I'm really with whatever. I grew up with a dog. I loved him. I still love him. It's not like he gone yet. But, I just think it's more work. A lot more of a beast. What's his name? Angelo. He's almost 11. He's getting old. It's kind of sad, but he's one of the best humans of all time. And he's a dog. So it's like, let me find a good Angelo picture. Scared the fuck out of me. I wanna see some naked dudes. Swipe up this pool. God damn, thank you, Oblivious, for the 20. Everyone hit your Oblivious in the thingy one time. That's crazy. Here. It's lit. Angelo the dog. That's an ugly ass picture. He sort of looked like a dipshit there. Let me find one where he's cute. Why my mom sent a picture of Angelo's feet? Don't ever do that. Hashtag Sabrina Carpenter feet. Here we go. Real beast. Good morning. Is this what you look like waking up? Good morning. Buenos dias, nigga. That's a picture of a chicken. I wasn't like saying it to you. Y'all ever seen a picture of the chicken saying Buenos dias, nigga? And like pouring coffee with his feet? Y'all ain't hip. Y'all aren't on the same part of the internet as me. How long is he? I've never measured. He's a big boy though. He's a retriever and some sort of bulldog mix. He's a mutt, essentially. Fucking mutt. But he's a good ass dog. How long is he? Old? Oh, he's almost 11. I don't know why you at. Did old really autocorrect to long? About to devour some tuna noodles, smoke a fatty, and play some Infinite Fusion with you in the background. Hell yeah, dude. Enjoy that. I'll smoke to that. Tuna noodle. Tuna noodle. Big dogs are scary. Zen's dog tries to bite you. Big dogs are much more peaceful than small dogs in most cases. It is a relative, like, there are different species, breeds, not species. Different breeds have different aggressiveness. Aren't poodles the most deadly dog? Poodles or Dalmatians? It's Dalmatians. Dalmatians are the scariest dog. You'd assume it to be Rottweilers or Pit Bulls, but nah. Dalmatians. Teeth hurt so bad when getting bit? Yeah. She's 20 pounds heavier than you? Dang. What kind of dog is it? Why is my whole world tilted? Sorry. One sec. Everything is off kilter. Weird. You've got the sweetest pit named Onyx type shit. Creamy noodle casserole with mushrooms, beans, tuna, and corn. Life's a dream. Hell yeah, dude. Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream. Shoop, boop, doop, boop, shut up. Life could be a dream. Whatever. I kind of want to start South of Midnight. I think that's a tomorrow endeavor. But we are going to play that eventually. He's all black and bites my face. Oh yeah, didn't you say your dog always bites your face? Or whatever? That shouldn't be how it goes. I'm ordering a big ass brisket pizza. Big nigga Friday, man. You've earned it. You had a Chewini? Don't ever say that. Chewini and an American bully? If I was an American, I would bully you too for your Chewini. That long, loud son of a bitch would bully our big baby. Big baby. The Chewini was the bully? He pooped at the vet because he got scared? I've done things similar, but no one calls me a good boy. You know? I digress. No Vaseline. Oh. Twitter's on some shit. 2 Yorkies and a Maine Coon? I love Maine Coons. Cool ass cat. Crazy name for an animal, but damn do they look regal. They look important, you know? Look at how important this nigga is. Right? What have you done? What do you mean? What have you done? I ain't do nothing. Royalty, yeah. They look like they're in charge of me. Damn. Beast. Or a cat. Sock, why don't you look like that? They act like it too. I feel like that's an all cats sort of thing, you know? All cats kind of act like they got something more important to do. This is a crazy looking one, bro. Fuck. Where do they make these? His fur is so nice looking. When I get a cat, it gotta be big. I'm glad Olimar's big. Like, Sock is a relatively small animal. You did something similar? Oh, I pooped. I don't remember. I was just saying bullshit, I'll be honest. Your other cat, Dovahkiin, fell off a cat tower as a kitten, and you could tell by looking at him. Our cat tower is getting too small for Olimar's big, stupid ass. That nigga just, he's too big. Yeah, naming your cat after Skyrim is funny. But alright, it's time for me to skedaddle. I need to rest more. I'm gonna try to do a long stream tomorrow. I'm just not feeling great, man. But hey, it's been a fun one. I hope you had a fun time chilling with me today. Tomorrow, long stream if I'm feeling good for it. I hope to fuck I'm feeling good tomorrow. But I appreciate you. Follow the socials, join the Discord, all of that. Exclamation point clips, follow the clip channels. I'm gonna be posting some clips tonight. You don't want to miss it. You know? Much love, appreciate you. Eat some dinner, go to sleep, whatever your vibe is. Deuces, later, good night.